Welcome back, everybody, to the Rookzer0 Drawcast. It is, I don't know what day it is, September 28th. It is Monday. I'm going to be, ooh, whoops, I'm on the Be Right Back screen. That's not right. Let's get that fixed. Title page, live stream. There we go. I'm going to be trying to finish up this commission a little bit today, and we'll get on getting on. How is everybody doing today? Looks like we got a druid in the live stream chat. I am on the Discord today. I don't have an Aggie up because I do just need to work on this. If people would like to get an Aggie going, that's very, very welcome to. Where is my buttons? I've lost my buttons. Hold on now. Let's do that. There we go. Copy that. I'll put that in the general tab. People can see what's going on. There we go. Okay. September 228th. Brilliant. Brilliant me. I'm so glad I got that worked out. Okay. Let's fix that first. There we go. We're back. Okay. How's everybody doing today? It does feel like the 228th day of September. I don't know what that's about. Corvus, welcome. Let's see if I can finish up this commission-y bits. I've been doing a lot of work on trying to figure out some stuff with this one. I've run into some issues, being that like these wings have a weird tangent from the arms that I don't like. So I'm gonna try to clean that up. Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at. I'm at a weird crossroad. I'm trying to decide how these lines should work. So, I got my Dragon Boy going. Yeah, I'm trying to take a little extra time and think about my lines a little more. So I'm spending a lot of time trying things and erasing things and trying to be really, really methodical about my process so that I'm like super happy with it at the end stage. So far, it's been going pretty good, but it's been slow. It's been slow is the alternative. So, but I don't think that's bad. I think it's important that I start getting that in my mindset. Because a lot of the time when I'm doing the videos, especially, I have that in the back of my mind that like, okay, the video's got to get out. So I'm giving myself a very strict time limit. And I started doing that with the commissions as well because it's like, I'm only getting paid so much and I want to make sure that I'm getting paid like a good hourly rate. But I feel like my art needs to be at a place that I'm insanely happy with, and then I need to figure out how long it's taking me. Because over the last year, I've gone from spending about 2 to 3 hours on each piece to 10 to 15. And so it's like, let's get deliberate. Let's get deliberate with our art and see where it takes us. So, I can see that. Yeah, there's definitely a good point of like part of the challenge is just getting to a point where you're happy stopping. And I think for a lot of young artists specifically who get basically told by their instructors, like, just finish it and be done. That's like, you never really get to discover, what is your level of happiness? Where where do you want to get your art to before you stop versus I have a deadline for a student project and it has, X requirements. So if I hit those requirements, I'm done. Versus kind of giving yourself requirements that you want to see. And I guess I didn't go to traditional art school, so maybe my experience is a little different. Gotcha. We used to have a saying with our studio. I went to architect school basically, and the mentality for architect school is, you eat, breathe, and live in the studio until your projects are done. And I was not on board for that. Could have been because I was a little older than most of the other students, and I kind of already been through some shitty colleges. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna sleep when I'm tired, and if my projects don't get done, you know, I need to do my projects better. But I'm not spending this extra time doing that. And so I hated the procrastination mentality, and I tried to get all my projects done early so I could actually go to sleep. And every time there was always somebody asleep in the studio because they just didn't feel like they had enough time, which always sucks. So it's important. Oh yeah, no, we had like cots and couches and all kinds of stuff. And the university kind of promoted that kind of mentality because that's how architects are, apparently, or at least they were. And it's the same thing with like game studios that, you know, everything is crunch time, always crunch time. And it's like, you know, if you actually planned better, crunch time isn't, there's always going to be some kind of crunch time, like things that just didn't work right or whatever. But if you plan accordingly, you know, you don't have to plan. Okay, in the last week of work, everybody's going to be here for 80 hours. And it's like, let's just not do that. Let's not do that at all. So I didn't like that the school was fostering that type of mentality, and it made me upset. But yeah. Yep, I had that problem with my architect stuff, and then I started taking studio sculpture classes as well, and it's just like, I can't be in here for 20 hours and then in that studio for 20 hours and have a full-time job. So I'm going to do that different. But I don't know. I liked it. I liked school. I liked having the opportunity to have all those things, but I am very much a person that sleep is very, very important to me because I know my body will shut down without it. So I don't like people. It's easy for very young people to be like, well, I don't need sleep. Sleep, it's like, you should. You'll regret it later. I'll sleep when I'm dead. It's like, well, you're going to die if you don't sleep. So, you know, sooner or later. You're not wrong. But that was a weird introduction, but yes. Welcome back, everybody. I didn't put up an Aggie today, so people are welcome to go to Aggie if they like. If someone wants to start to put it in the chat, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't put a link up today because I need to work on this. Like, that's a very important thing to do. I felt like if I hosted one, I would get distracted. Yeah, that's how Mondays go sometimes. But that's okay. I got a lot of work to do this week, and that's okay. Because I've planned for it. I say as my video's now 3 weeks behind schedule. So, you know, stuff happens. Life happens. Yep, chocobos happen. How's that going, by the way? Did you get your chocobo character figured out? Okay, that's fine. That's good. Yeah, I found a megafauna. There was a. Sure. I didn't see that one, but that would have worked too. I bet. was looking at, yeah, Jump Rope was looking at for the horse mounts. We started looking at like the advanced templates and whether and how do you get different attacks and stuff for animal creatures, and it's kind of interesting to look at. Looks like a lot of advanced classes in the monster manuals are just using an advanced template, which gives them +4 to everything and -2 to something. So it works out. Kind of works out to just fiddle around with stuff, but at that point it is just how high of a fantasy level do you want in your game. Yeah. Right. Whoops. Just erased my tail. I don't think it would either, but the problem is that part of the thing they wanted to show off was the tail. And so it is like, I need to put it in front. I think I was struggling with that for a little while, but I think I've got it. I think I've got it down. Got the wings approved. Got the... I'm not sure I like the location of them, though. Don't know if I want to cross the arm, because I could have it start like down here instead of up here. Have it be like a drop wing. I think that might look a little better. Some cool ridges in here. Probably won't stream too long today. I want to see if I can get this line art done and then maybe start the base color. Go from there. A whole lot going on. Vitaly, welcome. I took one art class in college and I dropped it after 3 classes. Corvus, I'm sorry to hear that. But you know, if you're not into it, you're not into it. That's fine. I started going to one art college and I really hated it, and so I left that college. But it was really like the teachers made a big difference. Like I just did not clash with them, or I clashed with all the teachers there because I didn't like the way that they were teaching art. A lot of them had backgrounds in like graphic design, but this was they'd all learned everything pre-Photoshop, and so to them, digital art was just not viable. And it's like, no, you have to learn collages by cutting things out of magazines. And it's like, you don't, though. They're like, no, you're going to learn how to do this with a glue stick and an X-Acto knife. I'm like, but you don't have to. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So, yep, all the time. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I think for me, specifically, I was kind of in a place where I didn't want to learn that kind of stuff. I really wanted to do video game art, and the college I was at didn't offer that. So, in the end of the day, I really was just in the wrong thing, which is why I switched over to architecture, because then that's 3D modeling and animation and rigging, and it wasn't, traditional art, but it's pretty tough. But really, I think you're absolutely right, Drew, that like you should learn the basics of things before you try to advance too far with them. So like learning how to pencil sketch is really important before you become a digital artist, or even like they were suggesting making collages, taking things from magazines and that are already like full compositions and breaking them down is a good practice. Like it's a good thing to do. I did it for a whole semester and I hated it. And it was just like, I don't understand what you're trying to teach me here. This isn't where I want to go, but I definitely now understand more what they were saying about, because especially with like 3D modeling, one of my instructors basically would say, like, if you can't build a very simplified version of something with foam core, you probably shouldn't be able to model it in 3D space. Like if you can't visualize it in the physical world, then you don't understand it enough to just start dicking around with it. But architecture is the second oldest profession, right behind prostitution. I don't know if that's true, but that's something one of my instructors used to say all the time. And if you think about it, they're not wrong. It's still weird to think about. Art classes are more like fart classes. I voted for beans. What? Maybe. I don't know what Fatala's going on about. Now that is a dragonkin. Yep, that is a dragonkin. At least that's what I'm going for. Let's see how this is looking. I think this is looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with a lot of this. I'm going to get a little more scale here on the arm. Those are two very different things. Yeah. That's okay. Looking back. That's a fair point. Well, that's different though. Like that's I totally get what you're meaning. Like I get it. Like with graphic design specifically, most of the time they don't is the problem, and they just still get snotty about it. Because most of the time someone's like, I want like a blue, and it's just like, ugh. Tell me exactly what blue you want, because the blue that you want probably isn't actually blue. Yeah, I have a rule when I do anything graphic art. It's like, listen, you're gonna give me a print, like write down what you want, your copy, your print copy, and spell check it yourself, run it by all your friends, and give it to me, because I'm going to copy and paste it. I will not type anything out for you, because as soon as I'm typing something, it's going to be wrong. So you are going to give me exactly what you want me to put in there, and I will put it in there for you. Yeah. And the same thing goes with a lot of colors, because it's like I can give you 5 different options. You tell me which one you want, and we're sticking with it, because it's you can always adjust things a little bit, and unless you tell people exactly what you're looking for, it's always going to be wrong. So I hate graphic design, by the way. I don't know if I've told that to people. No, yeah. It's like I have a degree in graphic art, and I went back to school because I hated it. So, yeah, not fun. No, it's not for everyone. Oh yeah, blue didn't exist. So good. They had like, what was it? The red of the ocean was something that was said a lot. The wine-colored ocean. It's like the ocean is not wine-colored. What are you talking about? No, it turns out our eyes didn't pick up blue for a long time, or at least not as vibrantly as it does today, which is pretty dope. Yeah. Something like that. Okay, I like this. I like where we're at. I think this needs to have a little bit of a whoop. They exist. Sure, it's out there somewhere. Okay, I think that is about it. I think that is pretty good. I'm gonna clean up all this little fluff around here that's just kind of poking out. Why is that? Well, real space exists in D&D, but the astral sea is different than real space. Maybe, because you can also breathe on the moon, I guess, but that's in Pathfinder. The moon is full of demons. That's all I gotta say. Void dragons are pretty awesome. There you go. I thought you said "cause McDragons," like because of McDonald's dragons, and I was like, that's weird. I did. Dragon burgers. There you go. Yeah, I gotta go get your McDragon fillet. Yeah, you might as well do the kobolds. You know, they produce enough that it'd be a definitely be a ease of access. Oh. I just had a sad day moment. I was thinking about like you'd have to like raise the kobolds like chickens do now. And I was like, oh, that's sad. And then I was like, actually, my info brain kicked in. I'm like, oh, you know what? They keep goblin babies are raised in cages because how tricksy they are. And I was like, this just got really dark really fast in my brain. Raising goblins for hamburger meat, not cool. There's also in the Magic the Gathering universe, there's a saying that like the only reasons that dragons abide by kobolds being their slaves is because they're too disgusting to eat. The only thing a dragon won't eat is a kobold. Yeah. I think you have a troll in the YouTube chat. Yeah, something's going on in the YouTube chat. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, they consume the kobolds to summon a dragon. It's pretty great. Yeah, yep. That's one way to do it. That's the Krenko, but Krenko build. Card is called. Boo! Your brother's lame. Yeah. That's the problem with. Yep. Yep, that's Magic the Gathering's fault right now. Yeah, no, I like to play themed modern decks. Or not modern, I'm sorry. What's it called? I can't remember. Legacy decks. Themed legacy decks. Yeah. And so I have a bunch of cards from Odyssey, which is super long time ago. But I have like squirrel decks and pig decks and bear decks because I think they're fun. And we used to play, my friend would have like goblin decks and stuff all the time, so we would just do stuff like that. But then Magic got so out of hand that if you stopped playing the meta, the new stuff, and the standard sets, all those old decks just aren't powerful enough to kind of compete. So I tried to do the best I could by finding all the really, really old broken white cards, and I made a deck called Holy Sheep. And it's just nothing but 0/1 sheep, and I once gained 800 life in one turn, and then couldn't kill the person I was fighting. And so we were just taking turns blasting each other for like hundreds of damage every turn, but we couldn't do anything about it, and it's just like, all right. Yeah, it's stupid. Well, that was the point. I mean, I had the freaking what was it? I have an aether cannon that you lose 50 life and it does 50 damage to a player. And I still couldn't kill him. But no, that deck was specifically built to fight just really stupid decks, and it's fun. Yeah. Pretty much. That's basically what it is. It's just like there's competitive Magic and then there's non-competitive Magic, and I much prefer non-competitive Magic. Yeah, it does. But no, I used to have a rule that if someone played a Lotus, what was it, Lotus, or no, Cloud Post. Someone played a Cloud Post, I would just concede because it's just like, no, I'm good. I'm not playing this with you. Yeah, blue is annoying. We used to play, my friends and I used to play the old Magic the Gathering online. MGT online. The UI was terrible, but it was, you could play Magic online, which was great. So we did that. And we would set up lobbies and we're like, okay, let's play. And then if anybody jumped in, we're just like, dude, this is our game. Get out of here. And they're like, I want to play. It's like, okay. And then almost all the time they would either play a Cloud Post or they would play like a Llanowar Elf, and it's just like, everybody kill that guy. And get that dude. So there's someone out there named Jeff Mage. And Jeff Mage, if you're still out there, I'm sorry for every time we stomped you because you just jumped into our games. If you're out there, come hang out with me sometime because you have some tenacity that I very much appreciate. Very much appreciate your willingness to try to play with us over and over again. Super great. Yeah, props to Jeff Mage out there. You were stomped a bunch, but we all respected you for it. I'm sure Jeff Mage is playing on Magic Arena now and probably rocking people. He might still be on Magic Online, just jumping into people's games. Playing those Llanowar Elves. Dark Souls is rough. Dark Souls is rough. I really enjoy playing Dark Souls with my friends. And I think forced multiplayer ruined that game. Which some people really love it. But like forcing you to go through areas where you have to be invaded by other people, it's just like, this is not, I don't want this. I don't want to play this game this way. Well, you can play it by yourself, but then you can't play with your friends. And the whole reason I like Dark Souls is because you can play with your friends. I don't know, that's too bad. Then yeah, you can just unplug it and you're good to go. How you doing, Ace? Oof, that's not too bad. Yeah, it's school today though, I bet, right? So that's probably not good. That's good. Yeah, a lot of people going back to school right now, so that's kind of interesting. Yeah. But, we'll get it there. I think it's time. I think it's time for school to be able to handle. We're connected enough that I think online schooling is long since coming. bummer. Scary. Scary. Go ahead. That's... Yeah. Nice. Paul R., welcome back. Welcome back. It's been a while. Sorry. Yeah. No. Being nervous is absolutely. Definitely be nervous. That's okay. Yep. And Paul, it's good to hear that you got your laptop. It's good. Lavish. Welcome. My old computer didn't support Photoshop too well. It's been like a year. Has this live stream been going for a year now? I don't think it has been, but it's been going. It's definitely been going. It's definitely going for a while, which is good. We are pushing close to 4,000 subscribers, which is awesome. I think 10,000 subscribers is what we need for the merch thing to pop up. Hopefully we'll get my next Patreon goal is to actually get a T-shirt out that I can actually send to people, which I think would be really cool. Instead of just going through like Redbubble. Redbubble? I think it is Redbubble. I think you're right. But yeah, I'm trying to get that up. So I'd love to have like actual make my own shirts. Would be really cool. Maybe I can find another YouTuber that does screen printing that would want to help me learn that and turn it into a video. Maybe. Oh yeah. Well, we'll have to wait. when we hit the $500 Patreon mark, then I will have money to do that, and we will buy whatever we need. We'll try that out. Have they been going on for a year? Well, yeah, but those aren't live streams. Like, I'm sure the Why You Should Play videos have been up for over a year, so that's good. But I don't think Yeah, I think a lot more people watch the videos than check out the live stream. Okay, let's take a look at this. I think we're pretty close here. Let's see. We got a lot of whatever this is. Look at what is going on over here. Let's just clean that up. This is a Black Dragonkin Blood Rager, I believe. Maybe it's not a Blood Rager. It might be a Blood Mage. I think it's a Blood Mage. Blood Rager is really fun. I have killed so many Blood Ragers in my life. Because they are very squished compared to like your regular barbarians. And they like to push the boundaries of, let's see how long I can rage. Oh, my rage dropped. Oh, I'm dead. It's like, well, despite all my rage, I'm still just 4 kobolds in a coat. One of these days I'm going to play that, and it's going to be fun. I've done 2 rat folk in a coat, but I think 4 kobolds would be better. Shadow plant looks good. Keep up the good work. I still suck at Photoshop, but now I suck casually. That's a weird saying that. Phrasing. That's okay. Hey, it's you know, I get where you're coming from. But no, feel free to share your artwork with the community and, you know, get some tips, get some critique, get your questions answered. Keep on keeping on. I feel like I've put too much detail into some of this stuff. I don't know. I usually do them at 3,000 by 3,000. It's a pretty good size print. Prints out pretty well. My computer handles it pretty well. It's the good spot I feel for my computer to handle it. Oh yeah, that reminds me. When I was playing with the what the hell was it called? The Roll20. Discovered that my character tokens are too big for most things. So I'm probably going to run through and make a smaller version of all those tokens, and I'll post that up on the Patreon page here in the next few days. So basically I'll have a... Maybe I don't want that black. I think I do. I think that looks pretty good. I think that's it. I think we're good there. I'm going to hopefully have that up soon, and that'll be pretty cool, I think. To just have all of them collected in one spot. We'll have it be like the 2020 token package, and I'll have them a small version and a high version. I'm also going to print... I've been printing some of them out and putting them on wooden tokens. I'm probably going to send those out to some of the higher tiered Patreon groups. So that'll be kind of fun. And then if people like those, I might put them up on the store for like $4 or $5. It gives people some like physical tokens, which I think would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see here. You have a plethora of pins, right? Okay, that's not too bad then. Let me go back to the voice chat. I'm shadow played. Oh, you're shadow played. Okay, nice. Yeah, Paul, it looks pretty good. The outlines being lighter than the colors are a little hard to see, but other than that, it looks good. I just lost the chat. There it is. All right, here we go. This is going to go flat right here. This is going to be an interesting design. But I like it. I really want to I have a whole bunch of videos in the works right now, and I'm just like struggling to actually get them done. So hopefully either this week or maybe next week we'll actually have some pretty sweet content coming out the door. Okay, I see what's going on. This is in front of the foot, but really it should be like back here. So how can I do that? Should it maybe bridge farther out? Did you say gnome squiddling? Okay. Oh yeah. Is that what happens when a... Was that a thing before? Mind Flayer Dragon, I dig it. Ooh. That's a good name. Cool, cool. Sure. Just gotta feed him those delicious, delicious brains. Yeah, those are pretty great. I think this is gonna arch. I think we're gonna go like that. We're just gonna ignore it. I think that's the jam. And this is gonna go like this. Sure. Advice for Squishy Blood Rager. Let's go. Where it goes away first. Yeah, the Unchained stuff really was a hot fix for Pathfinder. So yeah, I think that's fair. Definitely, if you're not playing like a hardcore campaign, I think that's a smart way to go about it. Yeah. Nope. I think that is a very reasonable thing to do. And I have done that in the past before, but I also think it's funny when barbarians die. So I've played it both ways. Yeah. Definitely the Unchained Barbarian is a good alternate fix for the Blood Rager. I don't think it changes much else, does it? Yeah. The only downside to that is that basically, and the reason that I haven't done it in the past is basically then what you can do is you can rage, stop raging, take a round of fatigue, and then heal yourself. Is it 1 minute? Okay, good. So that does fix it then. Yeah, running out of rage is I think something that doesn't get looked at enough, because it's supposed to be like you should be just wrecked after not raging, which is not good for some fights, because you get to a point where it's like, if you're doing back-to-back fighting, it's like, oh, now the barbarian's fatigued for this encounter, and it's like, that's not fun. But Yep. But I mean, that's how barbarians should be. Barbarians just go until they can't, and then they're done. Yep, Energizer Bunny. Just go, and then dead. Helbin, closed or collapsed? What? Yeah, what are we talking about, Helbin? I'm a little confused. A little confused. Gotcha. Oh, then I missed it. I close my layers and don't know how to open them back up. Interesting. Yeah. If you collapse your layers. Wait, what? If people not seeing the live stream? Got it. Okay. Yeah, I was reading. Talking and reading. Talking and reading. All right, I think we're about there. Let's do a quick whoop. Whoop. Don't judge me. Gotta change. Better. Okay. I like that much better. Being nitpicky. I'm being nitpicky right now. Well, don't do it then. Yasha's a great character. You should. Everyone should try to be Yasha. I think. Yeah, that's my issue with Grog. Grog is the perfect barbarian. So like, yeah, he's super generic, which Travis is it's great, and I really do like whenever I try to teach people D&D, I will absolutely just have them make a Grog clone. Because it's like, oh, you want big weapons? Do you want to throw them? Is that a thing you want? If so, great. Here's your build. Get good with it, and then we'll let you try something else later. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta get good. I'm sorry. Freaking Dark Souls. I doubt it. I think, I don't know. Zeeb got real uppity about it. I still think it's great. It's one of those things that like things aren't always optimal, but are great. So like, yeah, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big fan. Right, nothing. Yeah, things don't need to be optimal all the time. I spent all day at work. I am a little tired. Yeah, see, that's dangerous. No, changelings are... I'm glad you picked the Pathfinder changeling. I really like them. Kind of... Okay, I think I can merge these down. Boop. Yeah, they're outsiders. That's good enough. Technically, gray aliens are outsiders. They're not really extraterrestrial, so that's fine. Oh no, the government's gonna... I'm not supposed to say that on YouTube. The government's gonna come after me now. I know too much! Oh yeah, good point. I would get new friends, Ace. Your friends are terrifying. Yeah. No, I have done that. I have done that to people because, like, you see them in the call, and it's just like, Kevin, Kevin, just start screaming. Maybe they'll hear us, and then just come back, please. Yep. Kevin the Necromancer is classic for just walking away from his mics, and then we're just like, all we hear is noise. We don't know what you're doing. That was old school. That was old school stuff, though. You're one of them bathroom micers. That's not cool. Kevin the Necromancer is kind of a meme. Yeah, is it stressful? Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. Tension. There's a... What was that? Wait, what are you talking about? Siege weapons? Most siege weapons were built on location. Usually they harvested the materials from the countryside. Yep, that's it. I don't know why I did it this way, but it feels right, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I saw a thing where people were basically, for anybody who's complained that you wouldn't have a ninja and a mummy and a knight all in the same adventuring party. It's like all those things existed at the same time in history. See you later. Which is kind of fun to think about. You can play Mummy and Pathfinder. Just drop an undead template. Haven't you watched any of my videos? Okay. I agree with you, and that's why I liked it. Why? What? Gotcha. Oh, Miriam. Oh. Courage Cowardly Dog is pretty great. Yep. I mean, then you got like Billy and Mandy and the theme of Tex Avery. Like, Tex Avery was not meant for children. Okay. Well, I think... I mean, that's how a lot of... Yeah, that's how a lot of shows kind of spun off. You know... Yeah, a lot of old cartoons, that's basically how the pilots worked. They got into a cartoon, and then if enough people were like, that was really funny, then they would get greenlit to actually become a cartoon. Partially, yeah, a lot of people get funding to make X thing, and then when they get their Netflix money, they're just like, let's make it animated, and it's like, this was not funny to begin with, and you've made it a crappy cartoon. So I don't know what that is. Okay. Gotcha. TBS? What was the last one? Yeah, a Cartoon Network used to, I mean, Rick and Morty came from a contest thing like that, where there was just basically like, here's a whole bunch of different what's the word? Pilots. They basically got a bunch of pilots and let people watch them and decide who should win. Yeah, little shorts. And so I think sometimes things like that take traction, I remember, was it Korgath? Korgath the Barbarian. That's another one that kind of got greenlit like that. But who knows? I mean, yeah, I think so. Yeah, 6 or 7. I mean, a lot of shows just get lit because they have a pilot and they send it somewhere, and then that's how they get their funding. But recently, I think there's been a big thing of like, Family Guy's popular. Let's just give these guys money to make another Family Guy, and it's just like, don't do that. Just stop it. Let people submit good content that might be worth of our time. Okay, so this has to be, I need this to be a black dragon, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet without just like making it black. Yep. I searched a video for how to draw art stuff. They showed me the picture step by step. No guide. Picture step by step. No guides. That's true. I dislike it, but you're absolutely right. No, it's great. Like it's really well done, and I just hate it. I hate it so much. Man, I love Legos. Like I don't know what it is. How dare you hurt me? You've spurned me for the last time. Yeah, watch Bob Ross videos. If you want to learn how to paint, Bob Ross is the way to go. I don't know Stuart Davies. That might be a good one to put in the channel. Bob Ross or Stuart Davies? Oh, okay. I don't either. Yeah. Well, it doesn't surprise me. All right, I think that's where I'm going to call it. I'm going to figure out how to paint this over the next day or two. And then, let's do that first. Let's get this tail sorted. It's okay. Well, dragons don't have to look the same. Was Dragonkin here? Who pickled their victims? What are we talking about? Are we talking about Santa Claus? Oh, black dragons? Okay. Interesting. Oh, that makes sense. Nice. Okie dokie. I think that's it. I think that's where we're gonna call it today, though. So we're getting somewhere. Let's get some eye glow in here, just because. We'll go from there. Get everything else done. Tomorrow's gonna be me. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. We'll just figure something out. But Wednesday will be the viewer suggestions. So get your suggestions ready for that. And check out the Patreon page, because like I said, we're going to try to push towards the t-shirts here soon, I hope. And yeah. Hope everybody had a great weekend, and we're going to have a fun week. So get your art ready. Get your stuff about for D&D and things. And have a good week, everybody. Stay happy, stay healthy, and keep your dice on the table. We'll see you tomorrow. Or Wednesday. I don't know.